Gertrude Stein penned the famous line, "A rose is a rose is a rose." But Gertrude was wrong. A rose isn't always a rose. Sometimes it can be the sign of a miracle.
Welcome back! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown once again on this Monday morning, bringing three of our most prolific penny-pinching power players home on a budget. The Bachelor and Pretty Little Liars, Roses and Rosewood, all pumped up with a new power player on the block, Friends. That's right, it's our Pumped Up Roses and Rosewood series, and if your Monday morning is on the brink of becoming even more bland than it is now, stay put, because everything's about to get okay from here. This is the first of two OK magazines we'll be doing this week and the next. If you tuned into our Pucked Up series last year, you'll pretty much know that OK magazine, cracked authenticity of a lot of the stories notwithstanding, delivered and dominated, and they'll do so again. This is the February 22nd, 2021 issue. Nicole Richie's fight for her life and how her terrified dad, Lionel, saved her. Kanye Revenge, his first divorce interview, and Kim's fury over hidden recordings. Angelina Jolie confesses to her real struggles. And we're actually going to talk about this a bit later. Stars and cults, how we escaped. First up, here we have some news and photos. This week's hottest picks. And oh man, we've only just begun, and yet we're getting dun-dun of my favorite pairing when it comes to police procedurals. The unbeatable Stabler and Benson. Benson, Stabler, Mariska Hargitay, Christopher Maloney from the scene of the highly anticipated Law & Order SVU spin-off, Organized Crime, New York City, January 25th. I'm actually glad they're here in this particular issue because if what they've seen in the cults that we're about to feature is any indication, they ought to be a bit more front and center than just taking up some measure of space on page 15. But turning to the next immediate page here, we got Bachelor Nation couple Dylan Barbour and Hannah Godwin enjoying an alfresco picnic in San Diego, February 1st. Really, it's more of a business picnic than it is a pleasurable picnic. I mean, packing a suitcase with a minimal amount of goodies as opposed to a proper picnic basket which is just overflowing with picnic goodies. I guess they're trying to stave off Yogi and Boo Boo, huh? Because a suitcase of any kind is no attractive picnic basket. Alright, I'd hate to turn this into an investigation discovery or oxygen true crime investigation, but it's gotta be done. Stars who escaped cults. They got drawn in and fought to get out. Here are the organizations that once held celebrities under their control. I'm sure we all remember NXIVM, right? On the surface, a self-help based organization. Below the surface, a criminal organization that engaged in racketeering, sex trafficking, and even child sexual exploitation, for which its founder, Keith Rainier, is serving 120 years in the United States Penitentiary, Tucson. Hey, you pay for what you get, right? What I didn't know at the time was that in 2009, Jennifer Aniston and Gerard Butler, who were rumored to be dating during that year, took a class at NXIVM. God only knows what would happen if they were lured into actually organizing a few classes. I would never do another Friends review or anything related to Jennifer Aniston again. I wouldn't even blink twice at Gerard Butler because they'd be in prison right now. As you know, the highest profile of the indicted and imprisoned defendants who took plea deals, that is, was Allison Mack, Chloe Sullivan from Smallville. She got 3 years on a plea deal, served 21 months, and was released on probation. That's her actually the Brooklyn courthouse in April 2019. And then there's this Children of God organization. It's an organization that actually promotes inappropriate adult-child relationships. At the age of 9, Wills McGowan escaped that cult. That's right, Wills McGowan, Me Too activist, one of the pioneers of that movement, Charm's very own Paige Matthews. if she actually was one of the organizers or employees of that particular cult, right now she'd be speaking the truth from her prison cell as well. It's cults like these that make Benson and Stabler really worth their value on Law & Order Special Victims Unit. I mean, for as much as I say about all three shows that fuel this particular series, Law & Order SVU will always be my comfort show. Ironically, it's a show that's making you feel uncomfortable about, the stories that haunt us today, ripped from the headlines exist for a reason, folks. And as long as there's these type of headlines, there will always be Law & Order SVU. And organized crime, hopefully, even though it's on Peacock now. Oh, and by the way, I don't ship Benson and Stabler romantically. I think they're more spiritual siblings than they are romantic partners. I just don't get that vibe. But hey, they had a quarter of a century to figure that out, right? Right. Enough of this. Let's go ahead and move on to some lighter fare, please. Alright, the Riverdale girls, killing it. OK reveals how the stars of the hit teen thriller series stay looking and feeling their very best. Camila Mendes, my brother and I fight over this smoke show. Madeleine Petsch and Lily Reinhardt. All of them sharing their fitness regimes and their nutrition regimes. Camila Mendes isn't fond of the term dieting. Veronica Lodge, Sarah Blossom, Betty Cooper, all three of them are real Bettys. I mean, all three of them are, suffice it to say, smoking hot. Now, does this mean I'm actually going to turn this into a quadfecta, Perked-Up Roses and Rosewood live from Riverdale? And yes, there is a Riverdale here in New Jersey. I don't know. Then again, these babes are seriously making me contemplate that. For the mom-to-be, Baby Soft, nurture your face and body with pregnancy-safe skincare products. What to wear? Hats. For those who don't know what Hats is, well, it's from Target. They have a clothing line called The Nines, which focuses on maternity-based fashion. And they definitely excel in the dress department, with 2 out of 3 prime examples. Leah Mitchell and Jenna Dewan in the Margaret and Myra dresses. And then we have Shay Mitchell! Emily Fields rocking the jersey turtleneck and Beckett trouser for a combined $296. Pregnancy is expensive. And another truth from Captain Obvious, Edgar Allan Poe was a dark heart. If fashion speaks volumes about one's personality, he would have been a good fit for Shay Mitchell. Then again, Shay and Emily have no dark heart, I'd like to think. I believe that will take care of that. This issue, like the last one, meaning Us Weekly from last week, will get 4.5 out of 5 claps. Okay, that does it for this one. Next week, we have the deluxe issue. And why do I call it deluxe? Because it's loaded. How loaded? Come on back next week and see. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't forget to stop and smell both the roses and the coffee. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the thrift side.